In episode 2, we see Fu dreaming about Seer, who wants to make a move on him. At university, his friend suggests that maybe Seer really likes him, but Fu says it's impossible. Seer calls him and says he misses him. Fu's friends teases him about it and he runs away. On the other hand, Seer is daydreaming. We see him in high school, where a string phone drops in front of him and Fu says hello through it. He snaps out of it as his friend starts bantering and learns that it's raining outside. He brings an umbrella and helps Fu to go home. Fu challenges Seer to guess his room's password correctly. Seer does so and hugs Fu as soon as they enter. Fu asks him about when did they become a couple in the other world. Seer says it was when Fu was in 10th grade. Fu says they never even talked. Seer says they did but gets interrupted by a call before he could say more. Fu then takes him to cut his stitches and gets scolded by the nurse. He learns that Seer has a concussion and thinks what if Seer is behaving like that because of it. He then makes Seer promise not to run away from the hospital and take medicines. Seer takes him home and Fu learns that they live in the same condo. They meet downstairs on the next day but runs back to save Fu's clothes from the sudden rain. Seer gets soaked and Fu towel dries his hair and accidentally rubs his cut spot. He begins worrying and gets on top of Seer, but Seer stops and warns him. Fu belatedly realizes their ambiguous posture and quickly runs. Seer then takes out the string phone and says how they met through that. 10th grader Fu accidentally let it down and talked through it, and 12th grader Seer answered him. Fu says it did happen but no one answered him. Seer says that the Seer of this world must be stupid. Fu then asks Seer how much more does he knows. Seer then says about Fu believing in auspicious colors, his cars, and even his lucky underwears. He also says the exact location of the mole on Fu's hip. Seer then asks if he can stay close to Fu even though they are not lovers. Fu lets him pat his head and suddenly Seer kisses him. On the next day, Fu's friend Jean meets Seer at the university and says he should tell Fu the truth. Seer asks what does he knows, but he says he's just rambling. On the other hand, Fu is talking to himself in the cafeteria and thinking about Seer. He finds Seer attractive but thinks he's the boyfriend of the other Fu. He tells Jean that he'll help Seer to go back to his world. He also says that he doesn't want to come between lovers. He then starts walking and muttering about helping Seer to go back. Episode ends as Fu almost gets hit by a motorcycle while distracted, but Seer saves him. In a post-credit scene, it shows Seer taking the other side of the string phone and hearing Fu's voice. It then shows Fu taking it back while Seer hides. He then says to himself that, you should have answered him. On the teaser for episode 3, Fu is trying to send Seer back and taking him to shrines. Seer's friend Vim says Seer had nothing to do with Fu. He also says that Seer only talked to him once. Fu is seen sleeping while Seer tries to leave. But Fu wakes up and asks if they're going to kiss. From episode 2, it seems like Seer is lying about something and Fu's friend Jean knows. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Consider liking and subscribing. See you soon.